G'day mate, Cobby here. Welcome back to another Icon Swaps player review. Today, as you can see, we're looking at the mid-tier Raul Icon card. A card that's definitely piqued my interest, and I know many of yours had lots of comments requesting that I review this card, so we're going to get stuck into that today. It's going to cost you 10 Icon Swaps or 450k cash. Is he worth 450k cash? I guess we'll find out. At 10 Icon Swaps, you could go and pick up a player like Sadorf, who we saw in a review yesterday. If you haven't seen that, feel free to go back and watch that at any time. There's other cards like Coman around 10 as well, or Robert Pires, who's actually, I believe, his prime icon, or 91 rated Pires for 10. So is he the best value at 10? Let's have a look at his stats here. You can see that when it comes to dribbling, he is very well rounded. He's got agility, balance, reaction, ball control, composure, dribbling the lot. We know how important that is this year when it comes to cards. From a shooting aspect, outstanding positioning and finishing, a 4-star weak foot. He is left-footed. I know a lot of people tend to lean towards the right-footed players. I've found more success this year with left-footed players than in prior games just because of that near-post finishing. He's got decent passing stats as well, so you can do those quick 1-2s in and around the box, and he has the vision to back that up to find the gaps. Stamina at 85 is not going to be an issue at all because he's going to be playing in that attacking area, so he'll be able to run through the whole game. And then lastly, he's got decent heading accuracy and jumping, although heading this year isn't particularly great. He does also have finesse shot trait, which will help with those kind of outside of the box finesses. He can also chip the keeper pretty well. He's got a few different useful traits on him. Now, if you were to just put the basic chem style on him at 10 chem, you can see that he gets an even bigger boost when it comes to his shooting, his sprinting, his positioning, his agility, balance, dribbling, strength, jumping, and then a little bit to add more to that passing and curve. So I feel like just with the basic chem style, you're pretty well set. You may want to boost up those dribbling stats and a little bit more pace and just make him completely insane in that respect with an engine chem style, and that'll also increase his passing. Right now, the most popular chem style to put on him is a Hawk followed by a Hunter. That's very interesting. Why a Hawk? I guess because of the little bit of a pace boost. Wow, he goes to 99 positioning and has some pretty outstanding finishing there and good pace, and also to boost that strength and aggression. Now, before we get into some gameplay with him, I wanted to quickly look at this card versus Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann's card, he's only 70k, but you can see that there's a massive price difference, and Greasy actually has more total stats and more in-game stats. Thankfully, Raul is a little bit quicker, so that is very important this year. But then when you look at, like, say, their positioning and their finishing, they're close to identical across the board there, with Griezmann having stronger pens. When it comes to passing, Antoine has definitely far better crossing, his free kick accuracy is better, his long passing is better, his curve's better. And then even when Raul has those strong dribbling stats, Griezmann's got just slightly stronger agility, balance is a little bit lower. He's got better reactions, better ball control, better dribbling, even better composure. And even when it comes to defending, he's got improved interceptions, marking, sliding tackle, standing tackle, better jumping, stamina, and even better aggression. So, at 70k versus 450k, is he the best value for coins? I've played with Griezmann. I actually went and played a couple games with him to get a feel for him. Griezmann is fantastic. I hope Raul is as good. Obviously, being an icon, Raul is going to link up a bunch of cards in your team that Griezmann's not, from off leagues and things. But with Griezmann being as good as he is, and a 3-star weak foot, I feel like Raul could have the sauce. Let's get into some gameplay and find out whether he's going to live up to the hype. Gameplay footage that you'll see today is all in Rivals, sitting at the moment in Div 4, I think, in Rivals on this account. And Raul, he is very good. His dribbling, tight net, his passing is extremely accurate, his attacking positioning is sweet, he's got pretty solid finishing on him. As long as you, as a player, obviously pick the right shooting opportunities. In that last bit there you saw, I should have gone near post. He's got a nice pass. He finds the gap in space. He's got a very good burst of pace as well. Decent jumping stats. Obviously, it's hard to score headers this year. But all in all, very happy with how this card played. And I can't really see a lot of glaring issues with the card either. Could be a little bit stronger. And show a little bit better aggression, but with that nice finesse in the box there, like that is a very nice finish on his right foot. Again, yeah, he works the opportunities well. Even winning the ball back, like from the front, he has low defensive stats, but he seems to have that ability to kind of win the ball back in those positive forwards areas. A decent long shot on him. I would compare him to Griezmann, really. He's a little bit different to Aguero. He doesn't quite have the strength that Aguero has. As you can see, he just smashes one bottom corner there. So he's more kind of that like, and I got the rage quit. And next game, you can see I'm playing a champs quality player here. So this guy is someone who does play FUT Champs regularly, several red cards in the team. I concede a pretty dirty own goal there, to which he celebrates on the floor with Neymar. But I go through, and again, he has a nice through pass. So he's got good passing stats. He could be played as a cam, he could be played as a centre mid, or could be played as a striker. I did like having him in those attacking areas because he is a threat, but he could definitely be played as a cam or centre mid. With 85 stamina, he'll see out most of the game in that position and shouldn't be too much of an issue. And with that tackling ability, I definitely think he does bode well to be played as a sort of box-to-box midfielder or as a cam, other than a striker, because he just doesn't quite have that long shot that you get more out of a player like Aguero, who's very good value for coins this year in game, or even someone like Suarez, who's significantly cheaper. Nonetheless, his passing stats are good. He doesn't really bully people with his strength. Again, you can see there the shooting isn't extremely clinical. It's good, but it's not that top tier, that end game. Definitely not an end game player. If you're someone who grinds this game religiously and you want to get yourself a card that's going to be able to play all the way through to the end of the year, then he's probably not the card for you. As you see him not quite slot home the opportunity there, but we get a nice rebound for Bale to tie that one up against a pretty competitive opponent. So he is worth 14 for sure. You're going to get a fantastic attacker, at least a 70k attacker. I'd say he's very similar to Griezmann, really. He's pretty much on par with Griezmann. But if you've got the cash, maybe you could invest in other areas. It depends really on your side. That's all from today's review. If you want to see a stream tonight or more first owner only RTG content, please let me know in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe if you're enjoying what you've seen so far. That's all from me. Take care. See you next time. Bye.